What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I know it's been a little while since I've done a video. It's been a little bit rough here on the farm. We're overcoming some financial issues right now. Hopefully it's picking back up, but it's been a little bit of a struggle here, especially during the summertime. So I haven't really been able to afford the editing software. So I apologize to you guys. But we're making it through it. So that's all that matters. But I haven't been able to sleep in really the past few nights, and obviously I'm out here at like 12 o'clock at night. So I need a stress reliever, and guns is my stress reliever. So I'm sure you guys, Pro 2A guys out there, you guys will agree. Anything around firearms, man. So I'm out here making a video for you guys. Kind of forgot that I can make a video on my phone. Actually, I'm not 100% positive I can. I think I can. Because I'm on YouTube right now recording. So hopefully this will work out. Obviously, it's not going to have the cut clips and stuff like that normal videos will have, and music and editing kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to dive on into this. I hope you guys are doing amazing. We're going to go over just some basic stuff. And I really hesitated on making these kind of training drills for a long time just because I feel like it wasn't good enough. And it's not really that I wasn't good enough. It's just that wasn't really trained by anybody. Obviously, me and Dalton worked really good together, and Dalton actually really got me started into it. But I feel like there is a lot of people out there that's really good who is self-taught, and I feel like some of the information that maybe I'm about to share with you guys, I feel like me personally, it's kind of a little bit hard to find. You see all these really good guys on YouTube and stuff like that, and they're really good, but it's hard to find the bare basics kind of stuff. So we're going to go over a little bit of that kind of stuff. Hopefully it's not too awfully boring. It probably is, but I don't care. This is a stress reliever for me, but I appreciate anything. Guys, you guys are amazing. I haven't ditched you guys. Just want to let you know that. But so we got the Canic out here, the good old Canic. I love it way more than I do Glocks. I'm sure Grills and Guns, you let me know what you think about the Canic over the Glocks. Because I done converted like 5 people over, and I didn't even have to say nothing. I just let them shoot both of them side by side in comparison, and switched them over. I'm sure I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that. Wow, that sounded redneck. A lot of hate for that. Oh, man. Good stuff. Till I ain't slept in a while. So, and Grills and Guns actually has the pretty much already set for competition Canic. Pretty much updated version of this one. I'm super jealous. I love that one because I've been wanting to put a red dot so bad, and I don't think I can put a red dot on this one. Yeah, Grills and Guns, let me know what you think about the Canic versus the Glock, because I'm curious, because I will pick this gun all day long over the Glock. Not saying Glock's a bad gun by any means. Not saying that at all. It's just everything, how this gun feels, the trigger reset, the trigger walls, we'll go over. All that stuff, it just feels amazing on this gun. So, let's dive on into her. What you say? I'm sitting out here butt naked with my shirt on. I'm just kidding. But, all right, so we're gonna go over the wall. So I feel like it's a little bit hard to find information on the wall, as people call it, or at least you don't see it quite often. So hopefully this will kind of help you guys a little bit, which is pretty kind of basic. So the wall, double check, make sure the firearm's empty, because I do obviously have all my guns loaded. So this one's not. The chamber's clear. I already cleared it. So the wall is going to be pretty much, you got your trigger right here. Obviously, you can see this gap right here. Trigger walls is going to be, you got this, you're pulling the trigger in, and you hit a little bit of resistance right there. That little resistance is the wall. So wall, wall, wall. And then right after that, your hammer's about to drop. You can kind of see the short travel right there. Hammer drops, gun goes off. Bang! So wall, bang, right? So usually what that'll look like when you actually put it into training situation, or yeah. Anyway, so whenever you're actually training, for me at least, what this looks like is, so I got the gun not compressed. I'm sorry. I got the gun pretty much ready to fire, arms extended, everything, and then I pretty much silent the sight picture. Then you'll actually see it in my videos if you actually watch carefully enough. I'll actually kind of do a split-second pause right there. And what I'm doing there is I'm confirming silent sight picture. And then I'm following through with it. So, basically, silent sight picture, wall, confirm silent sight picture, follow through. So that's what that looks like. So hopefully that'll help you guys out a little bit. No, it's not in this video, but hopefully that'll help you. And pretty much all that does is it minimizes your travel time with your trigger. Because the more travel time you have, the more time pretty much you have to pull that gun off the line, pull it off the target. Because it doesn't take much. So I like training with pistols because it's a lot more hard. It's a lot harder to pretty much. Oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh man. Anyways, it's a lot more difficult to shoot a pistol because a lot more goes into it. It's a lot easier to mess up. I can't think tonight. It's been a rough past few nights. But so now we got that. We got the wall. Now we're talking about trigger reset. So trigger reset is pretty much right. Your first initial shot. Not there. Yeah, forgot to pull the safety. Gun goes off. Bang. You're pulling the trigger back, getting ready to do a follow-up shot. And hear that click. That's your wall, or your wall. So pretty much all you're doing is resetting it back to the wall. So you only have that short travel time. So pretty much the opposite of finding the wall. You're just resetting it back to the wall. Wall, bang. So once again, you're minimizing your travel distance with your trigger versus letting it go all the way out here, which you will see. All that room gives you plenty of time to pull that gun off the target. And whenever you're training, guys, try to train with, like, if you're actually working on stuff, try to work on one thing at a time. Like if I just get a brand new holster, brand new firearm, or say pistol, got a brand new holster. Even when Dalton makes me a new holster, and I'm using the same gun, I have to be able to find that holster, and I have to be able to draw from it. I got to be able to get the proper grip as soon as I drop down on top of it. So I might just walk around the farm in the chamber, so I'm not pointing at random things I don't want to blow up. I shouldn't say blow up. Then CNN's probably gonna watch this and show somebody shooting a shotgun at a watermelon with dragon's breath shotgun. Yeah. So, but anyways, you get the point. You get the point, right? So, I might just be working on a holster draw. So I'll just walk around the farm, putting the gun in the holster, being able to find it, being able to actually get a good grip and pulling it out. Now I might just do that. I might do that 200 times, before I actually start getting pretty familiar with it and be able to find it quick and be able to draw from it fast. And then once you do that, then you might want to work on sight alignment, sight picture. So once again, you can do this dry fire and might put up some sticky notes. Might hang up something on a tree, or you can just even focus in on something. Say, okay, I kind of want to shoot that piece of bark on that tree right there. It's a little bit darker. That sounded bad too. Don't put that. You get what I'm saying. Find something that looks obvious. You can actually it stands out. So I might just be working on that. So as I'm bringing the gun up, sight alignment, sight picture. And one thing that really helps me with with drawing the firearm, this I'm actually working on currently, and I got my draw time down to 0.98, which I feel like it's not fast, but I feel like it's fair. But of course that's like my fastest time. That's not consistent. I think my consistency is around like 110, 120, somewhere in that area. So definitely, obviously, I'm still working on this. But one thing that's really helped me out, that's really dropped my time down, oh man, by probably, well, I don't know. But I know it's helped my time out by a lot. A lot more than anything else has. Is pretty much whenever you're drawing and bringing the firearm up, obviously, as soon as it comes out the holster, you want to go ahead and start pointing it down range. Because obviously, the faster you can get that gun pointed on target, the faster you can pull off a shot. Because you can pull off a shot from this right here, if you need to, So obviously, you're drawing, you're kind of going into the chest, you're pressing out. But as you're pretty much, as soon as you get pretty much, you got your hand on, you're at your chest, and you start to press out, you kind of want to have that gun already halfway aligned. And start slow by doing this, because I tried doing this, and I always, obviously I wanted to try to do things fast, and I have a hard time slow down and really practicing like that. But try to slow down with it and do it at first. But wherever you're looking at, say you're just looking pretty much straight, you want to kind of have that gun fairly straight. And what that's going to allow you to do is that's going to allow you your pretty much sights to be halfway aligned already. So by the time you get up to your eyes, you don't have to hunt for that front sight. So I know plenty of times where I didn't have the gun leveled right. And I think I was dipping the gun down too far, and I couldn't see the front sight at all. I don't know where it was at, because obviously I'm still looking through the rear sight, and I don't know where that front sight's at, and I'm hunting for it everywhere. So, yeah, you don't want to be doing that. So even if, say, I'm looking more down at a target, then you might have your gun angled down as you're pressing out a little bit more. But that way your sights are pretty much already halfway aligned by the time it comes up to your eyes, so you don't have to hunt as much. Obviously, it's not going to be perfectly aligned, but it'll get you in the area, at least to where you can kind of see that front sight and you can be able to fix it quick. So that's a pretty good one that I think I picked up on. This really helped me out tremendously. Hopefully it helped you guys out too. One more thing we can talk about is actual recoil, not recoil management, but oh man, why do I always forget this? Anticipating recoil. There we go. Anticipating recoil. You hear a lot of people say, "Let the gun scare you." I'm not going to say I'm not going to say that's wrong, but what they're meaning by that is they're trying to pretty much tell you not to anticipate recoil. And anticipating recoil is not a bad thing. It's when your timing is off is when it's bad. So pretty much anticipating recoil, for those of you who don't know, and maybe you're brand new shooters out there, anticipating recoil is right before, make sure your gun's clear, right before that trigger goes off, you're snatching the gun down. So, snatching the gun down. Snatching the gun down. And you're anticipating recoil. You don't know you're doing this. This happens subconsciously. This is why it's so tricky for shooters to understand. So if some of you guys, even some of you guys who know what you're talking about, I know some of you guys watching this channel, you guys do, try this trick out. This trick I'm about to tell you, I think, will help you out. Especially, not really help you out, but it might help you out too. But especially if you're with a buddy who's kind of a new shooter, this is something that I've learned to help with. Like I said, anticipating recoil is not bad though. It's just the timing of it that's bad. So usually, if I get a new shooter out here and I tell them, "Oh, your shots look good. You just dropped them down low." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't really know why." And just you're anticipating recoil. I was like, if somebody told you they didn't anticipate recoil ever, they'd be lying to you, because they have at least at some point in time. But usually, once they don't really understand it, and it's something you can't really tell them to correct because it happens subconsciously. So pretty much you just have to do it enough and shoot thousands of rounds. But there is one technique right here that I'm about to show you. It's usually, so say the shooter's up there, like I said before, he's shooting good, just shooting low. And I told him what's going on. Doesn't really understand. Usually I say, "Hey, let me hold your gun real quick," and I won't tell him what I'm doing. Excuse me. I'll just make it like I'm kind of looking at his gun. So I kind of turn my back towards him. Well, actually, I'll empty one out the chamber. And you see where this is going, right? So empty one out the chamber, and I'll be like, "Okay, well," I was like, "All right, go ahead. Your gun's ready to fire. So go ahead and run this drill one more time." And then, sure enough, this happens about 98% of the time. You'll see them right before that gun goes off. They'll jerk it down, and they will actually see it at that point in time too, because obviously it's obvious. It wasn't no bang. You obviously could feel the gun at that point, and they could see it. You could see it, and everybody could see it. So, and then they're like, "Oh," and the light bulb goes off, and I have to tell them. I was like, it's not bad. This is something that everybody does when they first start out. Like, it's not bad at all. It's just you gotta get the timing right. And sometimes we'll run this drill, and then obviously they knew what was going on. And I said, "Okay, we'll keep running this drill for a little bit." So they'll each time they pull the trigger, they'll hand me the gun back, and I may or might not load a round. And then, but sure enough, usually I'll do 2 empty rounds, and I'll put 1 live round in there. And usually you'll see that round go right where it's supposed to. It happens about probably 90% of the time, at least that first round. Now, in order for it to be consistent like that, it's just going to take time doing that kind of drill and just shooting thousands of rounds, honestly. But yeah, so that's a pretty good one. So if you guys out there have a buddy that's like that, or if you see that going on, try that drill, and I about guarantee you'll see a difference, and they'll actually understand at that point in time too. So, but let's see, is that about it for tonight? I think that's also some basics. I think I'm about done boring you enough. So I reckon that's it. Guys, if you would like to support the channel, I think I'll try to put my farm PayPal account or link, whatever, down in the description below if YouTube will let me. And anything obviously will help out tremendously. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I can get some more editing software up soon, and let me know what kind of videos you guys would like to see. I'd love to post videos and try new stuff and all kinds of stuff. So let me know what you guys want to see. That's it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.